This is where the flap is. Again, children, always cut away from yourself, not towards you. Alright, there we go. I just wanted to make sure that I was able to open the package and confirm or deny what is going on. So we have a ZELEX torso. Right, this is from our good friends at RosemaryDoll, because, ooh, I have to be careful because there's almost a boobie showing. This is from our good friends at RosemaryDoll, who have also sent in the Yuffie Kisaragi outfit. So that's really cool. So we're gonna take out this whole outfit for our Jiusheng Yuffie Kisaragi doll, and everything else is here. Oh, they even included the shoes. That's pretty cool. Sad to see that they were, sad to see that they were on the doll's chin. Everything has been moved a lot, sadly, so I'm gonna take the package out. I'm sorry now that we have to continue the unboxing, because there is some stuff going on. So I'm gonna grab you off real quick so that we know before the battery runs out. Look, her head is right here. You can clearly see, where am I? Here we go. You can clearly see there's some dents in there. Hopefully that will buff out. But there was a shoe on her chin. Very sad to see that happen. I'm sure that they have packed it with care. But I can tell you right now that the UPS driver just dropped this in my backyard, upside down. Yeah, that sucks. So she has been moved a lot, as you can see. Oh, we have another bad thing. Oh, I really have to turn the camera around. Look, there's no neck. So that means, let's see if we can get this foam away. She has been moved a lot. Okay, the neck. So she has been moved a lot down towards the end of the box. Her neck should have been there, right there where I'm pointing at the camera. You can see wetness and damage from the neck there. But thankfully, it has been straight. It doesn't have a indentation on there, which is good. So what I actually want to do is continue. See, there's another piece of the outfit, and I can see the second shoe. I'm actually glad that I'm doing this right now. Look, here's the second shoe. So that's very unfortunate that everything during transportation just got jumbled up. In my opinion, it would have been better if everything was in a separate bag together, so it could not float around in the box. Because like I said, even though Rosemary is amazing regarding shipping and getting me stuff to unbox, and ZELEX is of course an amazing brand, this is going to be a little bit of a problem. It's already a lot less. Yeah, on the camera it's a lot worse. In real life it's okay. It looks like she has like a scar on her chin. But yeah, let's just see if I can get everything else out, and then yeah, make it more pleasing to the eye to look at. Hi, it's me again. So to reiterate, I've sent the pictures of the damage to RosemaryDoll, and we concluded both that this has been due to customs and shipping, because there have been multiple in-between stops. So that's something that's out of both of our hands. Nothing we can do about it. So this does not reflect the quality of ZELEX, sadly, because ZELEX is one of the top 3 brands, I think, in the world. And the funny thing is, they actually contacted me because they wanted to send something from the ZELEX brand themselves towards me, so without a vendor in between. We'll have to wait and see how that goes regarding transportation. So again, no fault towards the vendor RosemaryDoll, and absolutely no fault to the makers of this amazing torso, ZELEX. Let's continue with the video. Right, so we just took the body out. I'm trying to see if I can show you that she's now here on the floor. There you go, you can see the legs, but she's still naked. So this whole soft stuff kind of moved around a lot. I only took the body out, and this is how the head and the wig were. Again, I am sure that it's because of the shipping company. You can see that there's now a face mask loose on the ground as well. Pretty much damaged the nose and the top area, so we're going to put that to the side over here. And then of course we have the head. You can see that there's this foam area that should have kept the head in a straight line, see, because that's the hole that the head was supposed to be in. There's some stuff here as well. Don't know what that is, but we're going to put that to the side. We can put the mask back in, that's fine. But yeah, as you can see, everything has been moved around, and yeah, very sad for that. There's some crud here and there. The box, on the other hand, you know, regarding the feet area, looks good. But they have been smashing her neck into that area there. But use this thread. Just drill a hole through the cardboard, and then put a wooden plank here and a wooden plank on the outside. Drill a hole through. Then when you've cleaned everything up, put the doll in, and then put a bolt through the cardboard and the 2 planks of wood, or anything else that makes it soft but also protective against the doll, and then on the outside a little bit harder, so that the doll can't move anymore left and right. It doesn't matter how you put it up or down. It should be compact and very well protected with the extra foam that you have. It would not be an extra cost, but it would be a lot better for people like me who are overseas. Again, I'm not ungrateful. I'm super happy that vendors and brands still like to collaborate with me, but I always feel very sad, and I feel sorry for the people that see you know, how this comes in, and that there can be like substantial damage, and that just sucks. So let's get her dressed and check her out. Alright, so most of you know I'm completely open and honest about everything that comes in. Again, I can stress enough that the brands and the shippers or the sales reps or the vendors, everything's out of their control. You can still have the best packaging ever. I've said this multiple times in previous videos, but it doesn't matter. The biggest thing is, of course, that she looks good, she's been made good, and everything should be fine. Now, she has some crud on her body still. I've put her on this table. I had a birthday a couple of days ago, and this is actually a investment that I bought for my channel, which is a pump table, which is actually for an engine. But it's very nice to put the dolls on the operating table right here. So we're going to go over her once more. There are some dents and other things, but you know, that's just how it is. I can't change it anymore, but she does look very good. Besides the damage complaints, ZELEX really knows how to make the torsos and of course their full body dolls. So no fault to them. And if you can, I don't know if I can get away with this, but look how jiggly the chest is. Very heavy, not super watery, but they are very, you know, bouncy, which is really nice. If you have watched the Doll Detective podcast, we are coining our sentence, which is jiggle physics, and this doll right here has very good jiggle physics. Alright, it has been a couple of days in between since I have this table and actually unboxed her. So again, there are some, you know, tiny little dents or dimples. Again, we can massage those out and it will probably be a lot better, just like this one. So that's for me moving just now, but if you start massaging that, eventually it will go out. Small little dimple there. You know, just tiny little scuff marks on her. Eventually that will probably buff out, as we like to call that. Some hairs are still on her, but look at her chest when I just start moving it. Really cool though. She doesn't have her wig on yet, so this side is very pretty. There's a tiny little dent over here from the skeleton, but that's gonna buff out as well. She has a very tiny mishap here on the edge of her silicone, but thankfully you will not see that because her hair will kind of fall over. Now again, in the light, as you can see here, even without her hair, she's actually pretty pretty, I want to say. She looks really cool. Yeah, again, with the light on there, This is a little bit different, of course, because we have this this line right here. But she has, it looks like she has abs. She has an hourglass body, so she's thick on the bottom side, thin on her body side, and of course her humongous breasts, which are really nice to look at as well and play with. And then we have, of course, her beautiful face, which is really nice. ZELEX really knows how to make them look. There's you can feel it here with your thumb. And this is a mouth, I think one of the mouths on ZELEX dolls that go open the furthest, which is pretty cool. Of course, you will see a little bit of strain on her face regarding her eyes. But again, very detailed. We have a tongue, we have her teeth. Then we also have, I wanted to say structure, but it actually stops at the back of her throat. So it isn't really like super deep or anything. But again, the jaw really, really nicely done. And the cool thing is you can leave it like a little bit like this with her teeth showing. But if you like completely close it and then move her teeth around, she has her mouth completely closed. Now I do like it a little bit with her teeth showing like this. Now we've seen a couple of days ago that there was a scuff mark on her chin. Again, this is because of customs and because of shipping. It is a lot less though. Hopefully, regarding time and a little bit of massaging, it will be even more or less. So it's hopefully not going to be so apparent. And if not, she just has a scar on her, which makes it more realistic in my opinion. Alright, it's a lot more apparent here regarding her dents because she has been, of course, transported on her back. And, you know, again, you'll see a lot of stuff in the light. There's some dents here and there from laying her. I'm probably, when I'm done filming and everything, I'll lay her on a very soft foam type of bed where hopefully she can get her, you know, her body lines back, kind of like that. Other than that, again, on the back, she looks good. More dents, sadly. Something that we probably can massage out. More dents here. That's all from the customs probably opening the stuff up and checking her and then just throwing her back in with other stuff underneath her, which is not how the brands pack her. Definitely not vendors when they double check everything, and especially not the brands, because the brands, of course, have to send it first from their factory, and then after that it gets sent over to either the vendor or already the customer, and then you have multiple stops in between. So that just sucks. We can see here, which is pretty cool, ZXE216, that is the code for the head and the face. And yeah, like I said, other than that, she looks pretty cool. She has a bouncy butt. Her chest is very flat right now, very jiggly with the way she's laying on this mat that I have on here. And then here you have the same thing. Again, it's kind of realistic if you have skin marks or something like that. We can probably get a lot of stuff out of there. Alright, this might not be the best presentation I've ever done regarding a lady or a torso, sitting her up like this on the table, but one of the joints is actually so strong that it's trying to push back a little bit, but I got it to work out anyway. She's a little bit scooched over with her upper body, but you know, it works. I thought at first I was gonna dislike the color of the hair, to be quite fair, but this is actually a very cool wig, and she kind of looks like a MILF, which I think is pretty cool. So this wig is wig 13, if anybody wants to know. It is like blondish and black going up top, so that's pretty nice. And again, her face, also pretty cool. Look at her eyes. Very beautiful eyes. Let me see if I can... There we go, that's a little bit better. So yeah, if you look at her eyes, very beautiful eyes. I like the eyebrows too. Eyelashes, the makeup is really nice. And then, you know, she has a goofy face now because of her teeth like this. Not necessarily goofy, but she looks sweet, I mean, like she's pondering something. You know, so ZELEX really knows how to make these ladies. And like I said, the chest is really cool. The design is really nice. And then if you combine ZELEX with RosemaryDoll regarding the vendor, then you have a very golden combo. So this is actually pretty cool. I really like her a lot. And I urge everybody to go check out RosemaryDoll and ZELEX. Alright, so from this young lady and myself, go check out RosemaryDoll and ZELEX. See you guys in the next video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, check out the discount codes in the comment section and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned for more